I was not able to understand what they were saying. So one, I had to clarify that I am not a Telugu person. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing well. If you are new to this channel, I am Nikita Thanwani, Femina Miss India Andhra Pradesh 2019, and over here on my channel, I make videos to help young girls who are pageant aspirants prepare for their pageant dreams, and I also talk about relevant topics such as self-love and body positivity, and I also debust a few myths about the pageant industry. So if this is your jam and the content that you like, please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now let's get into the video. Moving on to the topic for today's video, that is speaking the English language necessary to win pageants? Now before I address that question, I want to talk about the question that was asked to Janine Taganon at Miss Universe 2012. Janine was asked this question by the pageant judges. As an international ambassador, do you think speaking English is necessary and should be a prerequisite for being Miss Universe? Why or why not? And Janine's answer to this question was, for me, speaking a particular language is not necessary for being a Miss Universe. If you have the heart to create an impact, to influence and inspire people, then you can do that irrespective of the language that you speak. I'm not quoting it word by word. This is the gist of Janine's answer. Now, if you ask me my personal opinion on this answer, I 100% agree with Janine. But if we go into the practicalities, which I will further down in this video, then I think we should still prepare to win the pageant based on the current facts. And while we can wish that speaking English wasn't necessary at all, it's not the case, and I'll be telling you why. The reason I say this is because at international pageants where we have contestants from all across the world, and this includes Hispanic, Asian, African, European countries where the contestants do not speak English as their first language, at these platforms, translators and interpreters have been provided in the past and they are still provided. But it's been noticed on more than a few instances that the answer of the contestant, what she said and what was conveyed to the pageant judges was not the same. It was lost in translation, and that demoralizes the contestant and also obviously affects the result of the pageant. And so while having translators has its own benefits, like because the contestant is able to speak in her own first language, she's a lot more comfortable, and also that does boost the confidence of the contestant. But when this happens, that is the gist and the essence of the answer is lost in translation, then that is a setback. And so while it comes with its own advantages, the disadvantages are just too much of a risk to be taking on an international platform. It could also happen that the translator did not hear the contestant properly on stage because there's a large audience, there's a lot of sound, and if that happens and the answer that he translates for the pageant judges is different, then again that is a problem for the contestant. It's also possible, God forbid, that a translator is not available on the day. And so the contestant should be prepared. And for the same reason, to avoid all these setbacks that may come into the picture because of a translator not doing the most efficient job or not being available at all, because of that, even the national pageants, which are going to send their representative to the international platform, are going to prefer a candidate who may not be very proficient in English, but you need to know basic English so that you are able to understand whatever the organization is saying, say when you go to the international pageant, and at least be able to hold a conversation. Not just for the Q&A round, but even say at Miss Universe, you've seen that a lot of the contestants, there's this fun banter on stage with Steve Harvey. Now, if you are not comfortable with English at all, you won't be able to do that, and it will impact the pageant. So national pageants do not want their candidates to have that disadvantage, and for that reason, while officially there is no rule that you have to speak the English language, it may not be your first language, but you need to know the basics at least to be able to understand everything and also hold a conversation. And one of the main places where this comes into picture and having a translator is a problem is press events and having conversations with the media. Now at international pageants this is going to happen so often, and even in national pageant that does happen. So what happens is, now imagine being interviewed by a journalist, but you're not speaking English, and so you can't always have a translator interrupting every question in between, having to translate. It's just a lot of chaos. And on top of that, it's not even necessary that you'll have translators at press events, because as simple as that, it's a business and it's not cost effective for the organization to be providing a translator to the title holder every single time she speaks to the media. And a lot of the funds, the charitable funds, and so much money is raised by the title holder for the organization for charity based on the number of events that she speaks at. So if you think about it, having a translator is not only an expense for the organization, it's also going to cause communication gap, what is being conveyed to the community, and it's just not going to make the job any easier for the contestant or the organization. Now here I want to talk about my own personal experience and share with you the problems I faced during my pageant journey. So at the Andhra Pradesh auditions last year, which happened in Vizag, where the top 3 for Andhra Pradesh were selected, after the audition, now I am not a Telugu person, but the local language of Andhra Pradesh and especially people in Vizag were speaking Telugu. So while I'm eligible from the state, this is a problem that I did face. It did not impact the result obviously in any way, because in the end English and Hindi I was comfortable with, and Telugu is not exactly being used anywhere in the national pageant. But what happened is, after the audition, a lot of the journalists, news channels and press came to interview the 3 of us. Now one of the contestants was very fluent in Telugu because she belongs to the state. Another contestant had also knowledge of basic Telugu. Now I can pick up a few words here and there, but when so many journalists came at us and started asking me questions, I was not able to understand what they were saying. So one, I had to clarify that I am not a Telugu person, and so they would have to switch to English or Hindi to talk to me. Also, I was not able to answer. Now that is a problem when it comes to speaking to news channels which are Telugu channels, and if I'm not responding in the same language, it's not the best situation to be in. In fact, another problem that I faced was they wanted to get our names right, and so one of the journalists was writing my name down on paper in Telugu, and he asked me by showing me the paper, "Is this right?" I can't read Telugu, so I had absolutely no idea what he had written. Fortunately, I had a friend with me who was familiar with the language, and so we were able to sort it out. But I just shared this experience with you to tell you that knowing the language is important at some level, and now English is a language which is used universally. So not knowing English at all is obviously going to give you these problems when you face journalists and press and media. Now if I did not have that friend, I don't know how I would be able to communicate with any of the journalists there, and obviously other contestants were busy in their own interviews. So I hope you get the point that yes, knowing English language, at least basics, or any language, wherever you are, you need to know the basic language if you're going to be a public figure, because you have to attend press meets and events and talk to the media, and it's just important. You cannot you can wish that language wasn't a barrier when it comes to what beauty pageants actually stand for, but as I said, I told you, the practicalities of it do require you to know the language. So to summarize, the problem is not that the candidate cannot speak English. The problem is the availability and the efficiency of translators and all of the setbacks that I just mentioned that could possibly happen. And because of all the time and effort and money that you're going to put into preparing for a pageant, you don't want to risk anything. So you definitely don't want to risk the result or how far you make it into the pageant based on the fact that you are not fluent in the basics of at least the English language. And so my final advice to everybody out there who's had this question, can I speak in Hindi, can I not speak in Hindi, do we need to know English? All of those questions, the answer is you can speak in Hindi, at least at the national pageant, of course. And in fact, during our batch, Garima Yadav and Garima Verma did answer a lot of the questions and also gave their introductions in Hindi. But when they go to the international pageant, you need to know English, and these contestants did know English. So it's not like Hindi was the only language they're comfortable in, it's just something they chose to do. But if you don't know English at all, that is definitely going to be a problem, because it is one of the official languages of our country, and so you have to be familiar with it. That is a wrap for this video. I hope I answered a lot of the questions that you all have around this issue, that whether language is important or not in pageants. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon right next to it so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram so that you know what future videos are coming up, and you can also help me decide by voting on my polls, and I'll also be going live in a few weeks. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be answering a lot of the questions that I haven't been able to answer so far. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye bye.